Hi, I'm Monica Ramirez, and I will be sharing my Mexican-American cultural identity. I don't know too much about the culture, as my family's been very westernized, but I will be sharing what I have seen as far as values and heroes from what I've seen within my own family and from what I've seen from fellow peers. Within the Mexican-American culture, our number one value would have to be our family. They're there for us the moment we're born until the moment we pass. It starts with feeding us, taking care of us, making sure that there's always food on the table, making sure that we're getting to school, making sure that we're pushing ourselves to do the best that we can, until the age of 18, where some families will start to charge rent, or some families will push them out and say that it's time for them to go and move on their own. I know in the Mexican-American culture, we still tend to keep them within our house. We keep them for as long as we can because we want to make sure that they're financially ready to move out on their own. And because we're so close, we tend to want to keep them within our home. Moving far away, living on the other side of the country, moving completely to another country doesn't really happen too often in Mexican-American culture. We try to stay as close together as possible, living within the same city or county, sometimes even within the same home until about our late 20s. As a Mexican-American culture, family being number one, we tend to see our heroes as our parents or anyone that has come from outside of the U.S. and made a living here. It's the goal, it's the dream, it's us providing a better future for our families. In my case, for example, my father moved here from Mexico and my mother was born in the U.S. Together they came and moved into San Diego, one of the larger cities, and started up a family of their own. Once that happened, my father had 5 brothers who all ended up moving into the U.S. as well. And my mother, born in Colorado, had her sister move out to California as well. I've seen this amongst other families as well, where one family will start moving to the U.S. and the rest follow. Once they have children, they're showing them that they too can push to create a life of their own in the U.S. This is how they become our heroes. We see them push and strive and work long 14-hour days, yet come home and still cook, have a meal on the table for the family. We see them care for their children, reading to them, helping them with schoolwork as best as they can, making sure there's always a babysitter if they can't find the time to take care of them themselves. Making sure that the rent is still paid on time, that they have a home, a roof to live under, and providing that future for their kids. They go through the struggle to provide us a better future, to put us through college, and to push us to have the American dream. Mexican-American culture is very reliant on family. I don't know too many of our other values, other than making sure we're always honest with one another, and making sure that we're caring for one another. But I believe these go hand in hand with just about every other culture as well. And because we're so westernized, I think that follows in suit with what many of Western culture follows as well. As far as I know from Mexican-American culture, this is as much as I can share, and I want to thank you for your time for watching.